My name's Angelo, and welcome to We Want Picks. Jacob and I are going to break down our bets for UFC Vegas 58 Dos Anjos versus Fiziev. And if you want $50, you guys know the routine by now. All you need to do is go to WeWantPicks.com/bets, sign up with any one of our betting partners, make a deposit, and we send you $50 as a thank you. That's $50. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Literally, we just send you $50. And all you need to do is go to WeWantPicks.com/bets, sign up, and make a deposit. I've got 3 units going, and I feel like that's already too much. This should be a no-bet week for a lot of people. This is a sketchy card, very sketchy card. Last week was a great card, and this should be a fun one, but I don't trust this card. I'm going to walk through my bets. 1 minute I look at them, I love them. Next minute I look at them, I go, what a mess. So we've been very successful making you guys a lot of money these past month, 2 months, whatever it is, on our current streak. But I don't know if this is a tail week or not, but I'm going to walk through it. Always do your own research is my big warning for this week. I went all money lines. I've got 2 favorites, 2 underdogs, and all pretty heavy. I got Ronnie Lawrence at -125, 1 full unit. I'm directly going against Jacob in his lock of the week here. Ronnie averages 9 takedowns per 15 minutes. We've seen him beat a very dangerous striker. We've seen him beat grapplers, and I think he's just going to be diving at legs. No breathing room to his opponent whatsoever. Constantly shooting, constantly working those takedowns. We've seen him get cracked and survive. I got 1 unit at -125. Then I got Michael Johnson. He's a good-sized underdog here, +175. I only did a half a unit. I get why he's an underdog. Jamie Mullarkey is a grappler by trade, but he did have a nice couple of knockout win streak going on there, and he is coming off a knockout to Jalen Turner. Michael Johnson was on a 4-fight losing streak, pulled off a win a month ago, and now a quick short notice turnaround. I get it. Jamie Mullarkey's a dangerous guy. He's proven to have power in his hands. We know he's a solid grappler. But I just think there's levels to this, and I get it. Michael Johnson is older, but Michael Johnson has fought some of the best to ever do it. And the only people who have ever taken him down more than one time were Khabib and Clay Guida, and I don't think Jamie Mullarkey's as good of a grappler as either one of them. And striking-wise, I get it. He's got some power, but Michael Johnson's been KO'd one time in a career versus killer. So I do think Michael Johnson gets this done, half a unit. Ricky Tercios, -175. I think volume is the difference in this fight. I've rattled through a whole bunch of statistics in that fight breakdown, but this dude got off 200 strikes in a fight where he gave up 8 minutes of control time. It's like 180 strikes in a fight before that where he gave up 6 takedowns. He is just non-stop, ridiculous pace, and I think that pace is the difference. So I did 1 unit on him there. And then in the main event, I went RDA at +170. Again, only half a unit because I fully recognize how dangerous Rafael Fiziev. But Rafael Dos Anjos, former champion, has fought everybody on planet Earth, just came off the absolute destruction of Renato Moicano. And I think Fiziev would destroy Moicano as well. But my point is, we were nervous about RDA's layoff. We were nervous about his injuries. He looked phenomenal in his last fight, and he keeps that pace going. He comes forward. He works in takedowns. Fiziev has had cardio issues in the past, so if Rafael Dos Anjos can push a 5-round pace, stay in his face, avoid the power, I think RDA gets it done. I got a half a unit there. Again, this is a sketchy-ass card, man. Every single fight could go the other way. Every single one of these. And if it went the other way, it's not crazy. It's all logical. Not what you want to hear from the guy that's giving you betting advice, but if I'm not honest and transparent, then what am I? What do you got going, Jacob? I see a lot of stuff on this slide.
Yeah, a lot of stuff, but I'll try to walk you through everything. Unlike Angelo, I'm extremely confident in this week. Yeah, I actually have all your money line picks. I actually picked opposite of all those. I don't have money opposite of all those, but I did pick opposite of all those. And let's start off. You mentioned the Ronnie Lawrence fight. You picked Ronnie Lawrence. My lock of the week is Said Kakhramonov. And I'll be honest with you, this is probably my least confident lock of the week in a long time because Ronnie Lawrence is the real deal. I have nothing against Ronnie Lawrence. As Angel mentioned, a phenomenal grappler and wrestler and is relentless with that wrestling. If he's able to get the takedowns and able to get the control, he's going to win this fight. I mean, that is exactly what's going to happen. I just think that Saeed is going to be able to withstand those takedowns and win the striking exchanges and win the fight. And these odds are moving a little bit. I got it plus 120 earlier in the week. I think he's at plus 105 now. I wouldn't be surprised if it ends up kind of a pick-em by the time the fight starts. So that's the value I got on that. 1.67 units on that to basically get 2 units back at the plus 120. The next money line bet I have that I placed yesterday once the fight was announced and I gave odds on it. This is just an early look for you guys if you're interested. I know we either hit or miss on Chris Curtis a lot. He's a very hard guy to judge, but they keep putting him against wrestlers and grapplers, and he keeps winning. And here comes another wrestler they're putting him up against. And I saw this. He was the underdog when the odds first announced. So I jumped on it, minus 105 to like minus 115 for Jack. And now he's already, I think, I'm at minus 130. So if you guys are looking at early odds for UFC London and you want to jump on Chris Curtis, there's your opportunity there. I put 2 units on him. Getting back to UFC Vegas 58, we have Malarkey and Michael Johnson. Angelo has his money line bet with Michael Johnson. That's fine. I understand that he's a very talented guy. My pick for this fight is Jamie Malarkey. I think he has got the power, the wrestling to win the fight. But for my money, I don't care who wins. I just need somebody to finish somebody. And Jamie Malarkey is one of those guys lately, especially, is a kill or be killed guy. I know he started off as a wrestler, but this guy will get hit and throw haymakers. And I think that he can definitely knock Michael Johnson out and also get knocked out by Michael Johnson. So I don't hate the play by Angelo to play the money line. I know a lot of people are high on Michael Johnson. My pick is Jamie Malarkey, but I just need inside the distance. I'm going to win money. Zahabi versus Ricky. Again, Angelo likes Ricky. That's fine. Pretty Ricky. He's a dangerous dude. He's a wild dude. He's a fun dude to watch. I picked Zahabi in this fight, but for my money, I just picked Zahabi plus 3.5. And you can see the description there. He can win inside the distance. He can win a decision, or he can lose a decision but win 1 round on all 3 judges' scorecards, and I'm going to win my bet. I think that he can get a round taken from Ricky with wrestling. I think he can win the whole fight, but I just need him for my money to win 1 round on all 3 judges' scorecards at the plus 3.5, minus 125. I put 1.25 units on to get a unit back on that. You're only going to find that type of bet, and you'll see it on the next 2 bets as well. At wewantpicks.com/bets. You go to Bet Online, sign up with our affiliate. We'll send you free money once you make a deposit. It's very easy, and you're only going to find that bet, and then actually all 3 of these bets on Bet Online. So the next one, do you want to add to that, or is that pretty good?
No, I mean, it's a solid. Those safety net bets they're the only people on the planet that offer them, and this one plus 3.5, just need to win a single round. Minus 3.5, can't lose a round, and inside the distance there's no action. All very creative bets for sketchy fights. It gives you some cushion there. So
right.
Jacob's right.
Or for the next one, for the minus 3.5, you basically, I need to win inside the distance or win 30-27 on all 3 judges' scorecards. This is a better way to get value for a guy I think is either going to get the finish or dominate the fight. I think Saeed Nurmagomedov is a minus 350 now. So I can get him at minus 200, and all he has to do is pretty much just dominate the fight or win inside the distance. I know a lot of people think he's going to win inside the distance, so instead of playing the money line at minus 350, I get the better value at minus 200, and he just basically he can't drop a round, basically, and I don't think he will. So I put the 1.7 units on that to get a unit back. And then the Tresean Gore. Again, I'm opposite on this fight. I think that Tresean Gore is the more dangerous guy, but Brundage is a guy that gets hit, and Gore throws bombs and throws heat when he throws it. So the more dangerous guy to get the better value on this fight is Tresean Gore. Inside the distance, decision, no action. If Cody Brundage takes him down, holds him down for 3 rounds, I'll get my money back. No harm, no foul. But if the more dangerous guy in Gore knocks this dude out, which he definitely has the potential to do that, I am going to get paid at minus 125, 3.75 units on that because it is a hedge with I basically push with the book if there's a decision either way, right? So even if Gore wins a decision, I'm still just going to get my money back. But it's a good way to play those dangerous guys against wrestlers who could just be held down for 3 rounds. So actually, this is pretty low volume betting for me. Obviously, the units are up in there, but a lot of them are kind of hedged in a way. So I feel good about this week in my bets, and we'll see how it plays out. But I agree. This is definitely a much trickier card than last week for sure.
Yeah, it absolutely is. I like that Tresean Gore inside the distance is no action bet. I think it's solid. And I always love safety net bets. Just this week, I didn't want to force anything. So I was like, you know what? Let me do 2 pretty safe money lines, 2 underdogs that I think are very live, and I'll adjust the units accordingly. So you and I
those
different
odds,
approaches.
yeah, and I think the Gore odds are like -150 now. I know the Malarkey Johnson does not go the distance is -215, so they're definitely moving from what I got early in the week. That's why you got to watch the Tuesday breakdowns. I mentioned all these bets on the Tuesday breakdowns.
Absolutely. Well, those are our bets. Check us out. WeOnPicks.com/bets. Sign up, make a deposit. We send you $50 as a thank you.